Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from Exchange in Miami. Joining me for this segment, we have Dave Mazza, Chief Strategy Officer at Roundhill Investments, to discuss if the Magnificent Seven stocks are still, in fact, magnificent. Dave, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Mag 7, everyone's talking about it, right?
Yes.
So why has such a small number of stocks driven so much of the gains in the broader indexes?
Yeah, it's really fascinating. There's a lot of attention being put on just the 7 stocks that really in the last year drove an outsized percent of the S&P's return, the Nasdaq's return, really any index you look at. And starting this year again, really these 7 stocks are really important drivers of return. And why is that? It's because investors are actually focusing on 2 things. One, where is the sales growth and where is the margin growth? And it just so happens it's coming from 7 names and really not that many others.
Yeah, I mean, some of these companies are putting on like the market cap of a GM every day. But I mean, to your point, people want sales growth, they want clean balance sheets, and that's what these guys are delivering. Do you think there's more in store for the Mag 7 in 2024? I
do, because nothing's necessarily changed from the market environment, right? We know we are in a relatively low growth world, but employment's strong enough, inflation's come down. And we still have somewhat restrictive interest rates. What changes is, of course, if we get into an environment where the Fed starts aggressively cutting, and I'm not talking the 2 or 3 that's priced in, I'm talking more the 5 to 6, well then you get that risk-on sentiment, and people are going to rotate back into small caps and unprofitable companies, which have been the worst hurt when we saw rising interest rates.
How can investors think about gaining exposure to the Magnificent Seven?
Well, you're going to find the Magnificent Seven names in a lot of ETFs, but the only way to get dedicated exposure to just those 7 companies is with Roundhill Magnificent 7 ETF. The ticker is MAGS, and this ETF has grown by leaps and bounds recently because investors are gravitating toward those companies with the clean balance sheets, as you mentioned, with the stability, but also with that AI-powered sales growth.
Right. How would this fit within an investor portfolio? It's not a standalone.
Yeah, this is not a one-size-fits-all solution,
right.
But for someone looking to overweight those names, focus on where the momentum has been, this is MAGS is a great opportunity. It also can work as a way to complement some of your core positions as well.
All right, Dave, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me from Exchange. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.